What's up, guys? Just want to do a quick trade review today of the trades I took and also kind of an ES SPY overall review. So on ES, we are basically being saved by this nice push up we had here with this nice run on March 28th, March 29th. We came down, had a little dead cat bounce, had a nice sell-off Friday, but as soon as we hit this, 4,500, definitely defended very well. 77-point move from 4,500 defend right here. So buyers are doing a very well job to hold 4,500 once they've been able to take it over. You can tell they tried here, rejected a lot of back and forth here, finally took it over. So buyers are doing a good job holding it. Today we had let's see where we opened. Kind of a little sell off to open. Nice push up. 4, 5, 6, 8 was a key, kind of a key support here. Key support here. When we tested that once, is kind of started coming back. We definitely, that's when I entered my SPY calls. I used, noticed that we're just bouncing off the 13 and 21 EMA. We bounced off it going up the whole time. So I waited for a nice deep bounce right here. And then pushed up really nice. Biden talking definitely helped us get a little dip where buyers definitely wanted to push it up even more. Using these levels and also using VIX definitely helps you a lot. The big push in the market was definitely when we dropped below that Friday low at like 1940. You can tell how we broke below, had a nice test, and a huge drop in the end of the day. So it's definitely one. SPY was a good play. Had I alerted Apple in the wrong channel, unfortunately, but it was a really nice play. Just out of this uh, demand zone right here, tested it here once, came up, came back up Friday, was in it. Kind of consolidated above, huge push up. I just went ahead and took it to like 178.42, which was a nice win. Unfortunately, I alerted it in the wrong channel, so my alert did not go out on that one. It was a nice $40 move, wasn't the biggest move. I had to take profit earlier because it did reject that a little too quick. Also had pins, which is a really good play. I should have held on to it. I got long out on it, so I definitely should have held it a little longer. But just charting this, I set my alert at 26.87, and pins was just, if I put on extended for this, the pins is just consolidating since, March 18th. Sideways, 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 came down and then ripped. That's like your Wyckoff accumulation distribution, where you're gonna take the little drop and springboard and then shoot. Um, Definitely got in a little late. I mean, if we got it open, would have been beautiful, but we took it. I saw this test of this 26.87, went to my alerts and actually did not alert, didn't hit my alert. So I was just waiting for it to round and come back up, and that's why I get in. Kept the EMAs all the way up, but definitely that's just a huge resistance break right there. Pretty typical, pretty simple trade. PayPal was pretty much textbook on how you play an extending triangle. So we did ride the EMAs up. Um, PayPal overall, I think I took this breakout last week. Huge win. Um, Huge win. Came back down. Kind of retest at 115 on the dot. Pushed up again. 115. If you go back, put on hour chart. I do a lot of my charting by hour. And just a nice Was a nice resistance, nice support, resistance support all through there. Kind of pushed off from there. But looking into the trade today, as you have this typical ascending triangle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually it does 5 taps, but if you look at this thing, every time we had a pullback on the 5 minute, 5 minute looked way better. Every time we have a pullback on the 5 minute, we have low volume. Pullback on low volume. Push, even this push was on higher volume than this pullback. Pullback, low volume. Here's another push up. Test that on high volume. Pullback is on low volume. Every one eventually broke above and just had a nice string of 10 to 15 green candles here on pretty well good volume. And then we had another pullback on lower volume, but then volume just faded and we just went sideways like the whole market did. But that's what you want to see in an ascending triangle. You want to see if you're pushing on high volume, the pullbacks on low volume. That thing was beautiful. We got in right when I think we bounced here, like 11:30, 11, probably like I think 11:30 we got in. Nice play up. I think I took it to this little area right here, and I decided to take my profits. I'm like, oh, I don't think we're gonna break through here. This is a big pivot to break through. I could tell we are kind of consolidating right under it. So definitely looking to PayPal to break through this pivot tomorrow at like 123. Also had Microsoft, or we'll go Facebook. Facebook, um, today's the 4th. Yeah, Facebook got in. Facebook Friday took a loss. Um, we just had hit a supply. I have the supply right here drawn in. Hit the supply, and we had a huge dark pull up here. But we had tons and tons of flow come in for this week. But I had to stick my stop loss on a Friday. I just didn't want to get more down, swinging it over the weekend, which kind of worked out because I got into it today and did pretty well. But um, yeah, I hit the stop loss today. Just went full beast from this. If you pop up on hour, take volume off, just gets away. Right here, supply where we pushed up, came back down, tested it, and pushed up really well. Unfortunately, we had another dark pull here, so kind of sideways. But over 234, I don't really have much over that to the gap at 234, and then we have kind of this pivot from like 238 to 241, where we bounced up, and then we're entering that gap. Kept that uptrend pretty well. And then we had Microsoft. Wish I would have noticed this at open. Definitely a beautiful little uptrend, holding this uptrend. I had the supply where we came up, and we're just consolidating in it, which is good because we're kind of making new demand in supply. And then eventually, end of the day, we broke out over 315, which is we double topped here. We should hit like 317, 318, and 321 quick. So I just thought the risk to reward was really well here. Just keeping a nice uptrend. Qs were strong today. Just keep nice risk reward over that 315. We should see 317, 321 pretty quick. So other than that, those are my main trades. ES definitely. I mean, we definitely missed a bunch, but the market's gonna always be there. We're 5 for 5 ending green, but hopefully the swingers don't hurt tomorrow. I think we're still gonna go up a little bit. I wanted to close this 4-5-7-5 want to close above that today. Where right here you can tell was a resistance here, and eventually we broke below, and then we had that huge sell-off. So that was, I think, a key level to hold. Hopefully we can see 4, 5, 8, 9, and then 4,600 again, especially if VIX is going down. But we do have FOMC minutes on Wednesday, but just want to give you guys a little quick overall trade review. Gonna try doing more pre-market streams on here, trying to do more trade reviews, more video content. So make sure you guys like the channel, help my channel grow. Um, Subscribe, like the channel, everything. Y'all have a good night.